We're on the way to one of our last design meetings before we start building this house. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like it has been one of the longest planning processes of our life, but we are so close, so come with us.
One playful TikTok trend and one long-awaited dream home milestone couldn't have been more different on the surface, yet both somehow sparked conversations far bigger than the posts themselves. Tiffany Espenson had people joking about secret Bates family group chats that may not contain anything dramatic at all, while Josie Balka's latest home update somehow turned brick samples, neutral paint colors, and trim selections into debates about influencer culture, content strategy, and even what announcement might be coming next. Because when it comes to the Bates family, it's rarely just the post people end up discussing. It's everything that grows around it afterward. Tiffany's latest TikTok is probably the perfect example of that. The entire video lasts less than 10 seconds and follows one of the biggest comedy trends currently circulating on TikTok. Dressed in a green floral dress, Tiffany sits down in a wooden chair, wearing the kind of serious expression you'd expect from someone about to reveal shocking secrets in a Netflix documentary. Then, almost immediately, the mood flips. As the dramatic music changes, she bursts into laughter, flashes a mischievous smile, points toward the camera with both hands, and walks away. The joke itself is carried almost entirely by the text across the screen, which reads, "Me if there's a documentary if the family group chat ever gets leaked." If anyone somehow missed the punchline, Tiffany's caption made sure to bring everyone back to reality by adding, "Yeah, that's not happening," making it pretty clear she was simply joining a viral trend rather than hinting at some hidden Bates family scandal. Instagram and TikTok largely treated it exactly that way. It was another funny creator jumping on a trend that happened to involve family dynamics. But once the clip landed on Reddit, the conversation quietly shifted. Suddenly, people weren't really talking about the trend anymore. They were talking about the imaginary group chat. Commenters jokingly begged Tiffany to spill the tea. Others encouraged her to leak it. And one person even wrote that maybe Tiffany could become the breakout we all need, almost treating the joke as though she were secretly sitting on years of untold Bates family stories. The funny part is that Tiffany never actually suggested any of that. She never mentioned the Bates family directly, never teased hidden drama, and never implied there was anything worth exposing. Yet, for some viewers, simply putting the words family group chat on the screen was enough to start imagining everything that could possibly be inside it. To be fair, there were also people who thought the internet was reading far too much into an obvious joke. One Reddit user questioned why anyone was treating the video like a serious clue, pointing out that almost nobody would want their private family conversations broadcast to the world anyway. And that's probably where this entire conversation becomes more interesting than the TikTok itself. It wasn't really about whether the Bates family has a chaotic group chat. Every family probably has conversations they'd rather keep private. Instead, it became another reminder of how quickly audiences can turn a harmless trend into something much bigger. Sometimes creators provide the joke, but the internet writes the storyline. Tiffany posted an 8-second meme. Viewers turned it into speculation, curiosity, and endless what-if scenarios without her ever saying another word. Meanwhile, Josie Balka's latest dream home update generated almost the opposite reaction. Instead of mystery, she shared one of her most detailed updates yet, inviting followers into another major milestone in the long process of building the family's future home. In her caption, Josie reflected on how the journey officially began back at the start of 2024 and admitted there were moments when it honestly felt like construction might never become reality. Now, after months of planning and countless decisions, they're finally completing one of their last design meetings before breaking ground. She described sitting in that meeting room after dreaming about this house for so long as something that's difficult to put into words because, to her, this isn't simply another home. It's where they'll raise their daughters, celebrate birthdays, build traditions, welcome family, and create the memories they've spent so long imagining. The accompanying video gives followers a closer look at exactly what that process has involved. Riding beside Kelton on the way to the meeting, Josie explains they're about to finalize many of the remaining design details before construction officially starts. Once inside, Viewers see tables filled with brick samples, wood trim, cabinetry options, lighting fixtures, flooring selections, mood boards, blueprints, and carefully arranged design materials. Throughout the meeting, she shares her excitement whenever different finishes come together. Even stopping to admire combinations, she says, look cohesive and elegant. By the end of the update, they've finalized everything from crown molding and baseboards to window trim and exterior finishes. On paper, it's a video about construction decisions. But underneath it, it's really about a family watching years of planning slowly become reality. Instagram focused almost entirely on that emotion. Family members quickly filled the comments with encouragement, with Carlin celebrating that all the details were finally coming to life, Zach saying the home would be beautiful, Lydia sharing her excitement, and countless followers congratulating the couple on reaching another milestone. Several people even admitted they enjoy that Josie has been posting footage from the drafts because it allows followers to experience the journey at a much quicker pace than it actually happened. Instead of waiting months between milestones, the updates now feel like one continuous story unfolding. Reddit, however, noticed something completely different. Rather than discussing floor plans or brick selections, many commenters focused on Josie's presentation style. One of the most upvoted remarks questioned why she constantly points into the air while talking, adding that Carlin has the exact same habit. Another person immediately responded by calling it an influencer thing, while others joked that her hand gestures and facial expressions were more distracting than the actual home update. And that wasn't where the conversation stopped. Before long, attention shifted to the design itself, with one popular joke describing the project as 50 Shades of Beige because of the endless collection of creams, whites, taupes, and neutral finishes appearing throughout the mood boards. Some agreed the palette felt repetitive, while others argued they'd gladly choose timeless neutral colors over trendier interiors that could quickly feel dated. Then, almost inevitably, the discussion moved away from design altogether. A few commenters started predicting that after so many dream home updates, the next big surprise would probably be a simple announcement saying the family had officially moved in. And that's what makes this update interesting. Instagram experienced it as a milestone. Reddit experienced it as content. One audience focused on the emotion of finally seeing a family's dream come together after more than a year of planning. The other focused on presentation, aesthetics, and where the content timeline might be heading next. Neither side was really talking about brick samples anymore. They were talking about everything surrounding them. That's probably the common thread connecting both stories today. Tiffany's TikTok was never really about exposing family secrets, just like Josie's home update was never really about beige paint or molding profiles. But once those posts reached thousands of viewers, the conversation no longer belonged entirely to the people who uploaded them. One harmless joke became speculation about hidden group chats. One heartfelt construction update became debates over influencer habits and future announcements. That's become one of the most fascinating parts of following families like the Bateses online. The content itself is often straightforward. It's the internet that keeps adding new chapters. So, where do you land? Did people completely overthink Tiffany's TikTok? Or was it always bound to spark curiosity the moment family group chat appeared on screen? And when it comes to Josie's dream home, are you loving the timeless neutral style? Or do you understand why Reddit couldn't resist the 50 Shades of Beige jokes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy keeping up with Bates family updates, reality TV news, and the conversations that unfold long after the posts go live, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.